must have known this Mass was for you. Look at all of you. That's great. Wonderful. Let's listen carefully. The Lord be with you. This is a proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to John. As Jesus was walking along, he saw a man who had been born blind. And he said to his disciples, "While it is day, I must do the work of God who sent me. When night comes, no one can work. While I am here, I am the light of the world." Then Jesus spit on the ground and made some mud and put it on the man's eyes and said to him, "Go and wash in the pool." So the man went and washed his eyes, and when he came back, he was able to see. His neighbors and the people who had always seen him begging began to say, "Isn't this the man who used to sit and beg?" Some said it was. Others said it wasn't, but was someone who looked like him. But the man himself said, "Yes, I am the same man." Some of the people took the man who had been born blind to the Pharisees, the religious leaders, because it was on the Sabbath that Jesus healed him. The Pharisees asked him how he was able to see if he was born blind. He told them, "A man called Jesus put mud on my eyes. I washed it off, and now I can see." The Pharisees said, "The one who did this cannot be a man of God, because he works on the Sabbath, and that is not permitted." Others said, "Well, if he's a sinner, how can he do these miracles?" The man said, "I don't know if he's a sinner or not, but I can tell you, this I know, I was blind, and now I can see." Jesus asked, "Do you believe in the Son of God?" The man said, "Tell me who he is, so I can believe in him." Jesus said, "I am the Son of God." The man said, "Yes, Lord, I do believe." And he knelt down to worship him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So who can tell me something that you heard in the Gospel today? Yes?
The man that was blind, he went and
There was a man born blind, and where did he go? He washed the mud off. That's right. Who did that? Yes. Jesus did that, right. So how did Jesus make the mud? Did you hear how he did that? Yes. He spit on the ground, and he took some mud, and then that's right. He put it on his eyes, and he told him to go to the pool. Yes. You forgot. Okay. Did you ever hear the saying, "Here's mud in your eye"? No? I think maybe some of the adults have. Can one of the adults tell us what that means? Here's mud in your eye. When do you say that? Yeah, before you have a drink, sometimes. You know how you clink the glasses and you toast somebody? Sometimes, I don't know why they say that, but they often say, "Here's mud in your eye," and then they drink. Well, Jesus literally, really put mud in the guy's eyes. Who here is is not yet 11 years old? You are not 11 yet. Okay, very good. All right, put your hands down. Who here who is not yet 11 has ever made a mud pie? Only one. Okay. Now you know two. Now you know what? Before you turn 11, you have to make a mud pie. Really. Now you don't eat it. You don't eat a mud pie, but it's really fun. See, you guys play on the computer all day long, and you don't know the fun of making a mud pie. Now, when I was a kid 100 years ago, we didn't have a television until I was 10 years old. There was no such thing as a computer. So we, for fun, used to make, houses out of cardboard boxes and play in them, and we would make mud pies. And what you do is, it's very simple. You take some dirt and you put it in a bowl, but you got to ask your mom for the right bowl. You can't just take any bowl. And then you add water and you stir it up. And you keep stirring it and stirring it. Oh, come on. And so it's nice and smooth. And then you put it in a pie plate. Now, how do you bake it? No, not in the oven. No, you can't go to the oven. How do you bake it? Very good. You put it out in the sun. And the sun bakes it. Well, it looks like a chocolate pie, but it's not, so don't eat it. So everybody, before you're 11, you got to make a mud pie because it's so much fun. What if there is no sun? Oh, there will be sun. Oh yeah, the sun, even in Buffalo, the sun comes out in the sun. Well, you gotta wait till the sun comes out and bake it. Okay, now, all right, that's good, but let's go on with the story now. That's part of what we're doing. So you gotta make a mud pie. So Jesus took mud. That was the thing I wanted to do. Jesus made like a little mud pie, and he put it on the man's eyes, and he could see. Now, the leaders of the people, they're called Pharisees. Were they glad that this man could see? No, they weren't. What did they say? Well, they did. Someone said, well, this guy here that says he healed, he's the healer. He can't be the healer because he's doing miracles on the Sabbath. And on the Sabbath, we're supposed to be worshiping God and not doing any work. So this guy is doing work on the holy day that he can't really be a holy person. But of course he is. Because who was that person? Jesus, that's right. So the Pharisees like to keep all the rules. But even if somebody was sick or got hurt, they said, you can't help them because it's the holy day. Jesus said, that's crazy. If there's somebody that needs help, no matter what day of the week it is, I will help them. So that's why the Pharisees didn't like him. Because he was doing good things, and people were very, very impressed with Jesus. Lots of people followed him because of all the good things that he did. Now, I don't know what problems you might be having. Because everybody's got some kind of a problem. Something that they deal with. But all I can tell you is this. If Jesus can make mud, put it on a guy's eyes, he can see, whatever your problem is, Jesus can help you with it. And that's a thing all important to remember. No matter what your problem is, no matter what maybe sometimes you worry about something, just take it to Jesus and ask him to help you, and he will. He helped the man who was blind. He's certainly going to help you too. So what do you think about that? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? That when you have a problem, you don't have to try to solve it all by yourself. You can go and you can come to Jesus, and he will help you. Sometimes when we sin, when we make the wrong choices, it's like walking in the darkness. If you ever at night turned off all the lights, let's say in the living room, and you tried to walk, what might happen? walk into something, maybe you fall, you trip over over the coffee table or something or whatever, because it's dark and you can't see. Well, that's kind of like what sin is. Sin is like a darkness. And when we sin, it's hard to see God. It's hard to see God in all the people around us. It's hard to see God in the good things that people do. But when we have light, you turn on the light in the room, you're probably not going to stumble or fall. You're going to be able to see. Well, when we turn away from doing bad, then we are able to see God and all the good things that God does and all the good things that other people do to help us to see God. So we might not be blind. I'm glad of that, because we can all see with our eyes, but we also want to be able to see with our, and that means to see how? In, somebody said it, love. To see with love. That's right. That's when we really see. You know, I knew a lady, who's a very, very dear friend. She was blind and she was deaf. So she couldn't see, she couldn't hear. And I used to bring her communion. And we had a little typewriter that I would type on. And she would keep her finger on the back of the typewriter, and it would type the words in Braille that I was saying to her. And she could tell what I was saying by typing. Remember, she can't see, she can't hear. So she can't read my lips. She can't hear me because she's deaf. But you know what? That lady knew me so well. Even though she couldn't see me, she would sometimes say to me, "Wow, you seem really happy today." Or one time I remember she said, "Oh, you seem kind of sad today. What's the matter?" And I thought, how could she do that? Because she can't see. She couldn't see with her eyes, but she could see with her heart. She knew in her heart when something was good or when something was bad. And that's how we want to be able to see too. So, thank you for coming to Mass today. Thank you for coming up and helping us with the homily. And can you all say amen? The church say amen?
Amen.
Very good. Now, those of you who are going to be singing a song now, you stay up here, and the rest of you could go back with your family, please.